Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to talk about mental health. I had one of my followers ask me to do a video on it. Now I don't think I'm the most qualified person to talk about this, but obviously it's something that affects a lot of people, and yeah, I feel like if somebody's addressed it to me, then I should sort of give my tips on being positive and sort of setting a healthy mental outlook and things that I do to sort of help. Obviously it's been an unbelievable time, and I feel like a lot of people are stressed, a lot of people are like, so yeah, I feel like it's a fitting time to do one. So one thing I always do, or I try to do, and I was really avid with this, I've done it for years, but something that really helps me is I have a journal that I'd like to write in every morning, and I write 10 things that I'm grateful for and why. If you write why, you're putting a reason to it, and it really helps. I then go through the list and really sort of try and feel as grateful as I can for them. This is something that I got from the secret book, The Magic, which is 28 days of things you can do for the law of attraction. But it's something that basically just makes me feel really good when I do it, and I really notice the difference when I don't do it. Also at night, I try, and one of the last things I do is to think about the best thing that happened to me during that day and be grateful for it. So by doing so, you think of all the good things in your day, and so you think, yeah, I did have a good day, and that again was from the Magic book, which I found really helpful. Another thing I like to do, a lot of things I do actually involves writing down, because I feel like it gets it out of my head. I'm quite like an in the head person, I think quite a lot. Is I write down, if I've got so much going on, I know it affects me all the time. My boyfriend said to me, why don't you just write down what's in your head? And I wrote down everything I've got to do, everything I was thinking I have to do. And I'm not joking, it was 2 bits of this full. And then I'm wondering why it felt like that, why my head felt like busy. I don't know if you ever got that. As soon as I did it, I felt so much better, because it felt like it was out of here and onto here. And then I could use that just to tick through and do what I needed to do. So another thing I would say that I found really useful is getting a calendar. And I know that sounds really silly. But you get a calendar. 1, you have things that you're looking forward to, so you can see when they are. 2, you can use it to divide your time to make sure you are getting you time. And by you time, I mean something that's not for anybody else. And don't think of this as like a selfish way. You have to have your glass full in order to fill someone else's cup and help other people. Take some time every day, whether it's 10 minutes, half an hour, whatever you can do, and just do something for you. Whether it's sit there and watch telly for half an hour, something, you know, just trash TV, or, you know, go and meditate for 10 minutes, just something for you that makes you feel good. And it has to be something that you feel good afterwards for doing. Not a job, not anything like that, just something for you. Another thing I would say is meditate. I can't explain to you how much difference this makes to me when I do and don't do it. You can literally go on YouTube, so try guided meditation. A guided meditation will basically tell you what to do. If your brain is very busy, I find the guided meditations are the best sort of bet, because you're not constantly thinking about something else. When you meditate and you get practiced in it, you don't have to have that, because you're practiced in concentrating on your breathing. But until then, I always find a guided meditation really good. You can get them for all types of things, for stress, worry, anxiety, OCD, relationships, friendships, anything that you're either worried about or you just need to calm down from. They have it on there, or they have apps as well. I use the Breathe app sometimes. I have that on my phone. And again, it's just like a library of meditations that you can do. You're just clearing your mind and stopping that hecticness of your brain is amazing, and it works so well. And it's one of those things that people think is really hippie and but actually it's amazing when you get into it. I also did one recently as well that had a different type of breathing. I'll have to find out what it is and put the name here, but you basically like go which makes you feel silly, so I have to do it on my own, but oh my god, it makes you feel unreal. So maybe I'll pop some links to some of my favourite ones underneath if YouTube will let me, for copyright reasons. Yeah, and the other thing I would say is affirmation. So affirmations is basically telling yourself something, and it sort of can reprogram your brain into thinking more positively about something. You can either listen to them, you can have them written down, you can say them to yourself. If you listen to them, make sure you are almost saying it to yourself in your head, and whatever you feel comfortable with, you've got to feel comfortable when you're doing it. It doesn't have to be loads of things, it can only be a few things if you want, but something you feel like you need a more positive outlook on. So for example, if you feel like, oh, you don't like the way you look, for example, you can say, I am beautiful. And every morning you look at yourself in the mirror and go, I am beautiful. Eventually you'll go, yep, and you'll think it, anything like that, whatever is like your sort of thing. So I'm really into the law of attraction, and I understand that that's not everybody's sort of bag, but these two books are really good for just generally changing the way you think about things to a more positive outset. So this is the magic that I just spoke about, and this is the power. This is basically about feeling gratitude and saying thank you for things in your life, which completely changes your mindset. And this one is 28 days of practices, and again, this is for the law of attraction, but it's basically just to feel grateful about your life, and it's supposed to rewire your brain after 28 days. This is amazing. I can't tell you how many times I've done this, and it makes you feel so good. Each day is a different thing to do. Another thing that really helps is mindfulness. So quite often you're like, you know, when I get this, I'll be happy. When I do this, or you're always thinking about future, past, but you're never really present. This is a really, really big thing. I read a book called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, which was really, really powerful. I'll link it underneath. And basically, it's just the theory of concentrating on now and taking in what's around you, sight, smells, feelings, everything, and just being present in the moment. You can anchor it with breath. Breathing is a really good tool for this. Just being in the moment, not worrying about the future, not fretting over the past, just be you now. Obviously, I'm not medically trained, and I know there's a lot of medical health that is more than thinking gratitude and more than thinking good things and raising your sort of outlook on life. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed by somebody, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a doctor, medication, you know, there's all different things that can help you. And if you do feel like it's beyond your own help, and if you need to go and get help, then that's exactly what you should do when you're ready. So I hope that helped, guys. I know it was really light and fluffy, and I know there are some real mental health issues that this wouldn't touch the sides of, but this is just things that I do that can help me feel good if I feel a bit down. So yeah, I hope that helps. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you soon.